Christians, my friend here says, forgive me, but you're telling me that God creates a life and says, yes, you are going to hell. That's your purpose in life and done deal. And then he says, and if so, why? So the answer is yes. What's the reason why? Because God can do whatever he wants according to his own pleasure. He says that what he does after the counsel of his own will and according to the pleasure of his own will. And he can do this. If God decides to create, as I've said in the past, he has created us for his own good pleasure, which means that he can also dispose of us according to his own good pleasure for whatever reason he deigns. If God decided to create the entire human race only to destroy the entire human race, he is totally at liberty to do so because he is the sovereign. Sovereign. And see, this is the key word, sovereign. And this is why this country and the world is in such a sad state of affairs when it comes to God specifically. They refuse to believe that he has their lives at his disposal to do with whatever he so pleases. We were created, and that we believe that by virtue of our creation, we have rights as it pertains to God. We have zero rights and nothing to lay hold of as our own. Nothing that we have is ours. It all belongs to God. The only thing that we have is sin. And because of that sin, we will perish and pay a stiff price by eternal condemnation if we don't submit to his will, which we are all ultimately going to do anyway. So I don't understand people asking the question why God does that. I don't think it's sinful to ask why, but I think that it is sinful to ask why if the notion that undermines the question is that you believe it is unfair for God to do so, because it is not. He makes some vessels of honor and he makes others vessels of dishonor. He makes some for eternal life. He makes others fitted for destruction.